Get goes everybody, because they will continue to play Syutyaku Gakuen or Obsessive Academy. Where were we? We were done with her. Now we want to be with Shion Senpai. Yep, skip. There you go. Shion Senpai. She's good at studying and sports and helps me review my lessons every week. How happy I would be if I could continue to be with Shion Senpai. She's such a great senpai. Why does she hate Shion Senpai? Who? Momoko? Oh, Hirigaya Momoko. When I joined the student council and at today's festival, I caused trouble for Shion Senpai. There have been many times when she has tried to forcefully separate me from her when I was with her. That person is nothing but a nuisance to the life of Senpai and me. If only Momoko wasn't there, I could spend more time with Senpai. My head was filled with anger towards Momoko. I hated the existence of Kirigaya Momoko. I hated her so much. I don't want her to keep interfering with my happy life like this. As soon as possible, Kirigaya Momoko, I have to get rid of this nuisance. Yeah, is it now the time to be of use to Senpai? I've always depended on her, and I've never been able to repay. I'm sure Shion Senpai hates Momoko, and I'm sure she'll be happy if I get rid of her. I want to make Senpai happy. I'll do it. I have to do it. Momoko, Kirigaya Momoko. My whole body started to heat up. Then, as if I was floating in the air, I lost the feeling in my body. The dream began. In my blurry vision, I was walking somewhere. Is this in the woods beyond the school building? Out of breath, I go further and further in. Whose voice is that? I can hear a girl's voice from behind me. I remember. I contacted her on my smartphone late at night, and I told her I wanted to see her. We meet up in the depths of the forest. That's the kind of conversation we had. Why did I do that? It's obvious, isn't it? To get rid of the intruder. And to make Shion Senpai happy. It's so hilarious that Momoko's like, you want me to be alone with you in the woods? Alright, let's go. Oh, what's that carrying? Is that a knife? Okay, cool. Smash. My vision turns bright red, but my hand doesn't stop. I swing it down again. What am I swinging down? What's this thing I'm holding in both hands? Slurp. And what about that squishing sound I've been hearing for a while now? P? I can hear the girl's voice again. Right now I know this voice very well. Senpai. The only junior was friendly to me after I transferred to the school. I'm sorry. Why is she? Bloody and lying on the ground? Slurp. Is it me digging the dirt? Is that a shovel I'm holding? After digging a big hole, I try to lift her body. Hey, could I not be trying to put Momoko in this hole? Even if it was a dream, this was a very unpleasant turn of events. I desperately tried to wake up my mind and open my eyes. It was at that moment. I can feel the coldness coming from the back of my hand, not just once but many times. It's starting to rain. But why is it so cold? This must be a dream. There's no way I can feel the rain. Real? Not a dream? Suddenly my vision, which had been blurry and unclear, opens up cleanly and clearly. I was looking down at Momoko, with half her body buried in the ground, from above. A scene that seems unreal, but it's definitely real. Momo? I desperately say her name out loud. Momoko, with her eyes still open, doesn't respond. What the fuck? Is she being buried alive? Injuries and all? Damn. Huh? Third. Why is my body trying to bury Momoko? Momoko is an important junior, right? Burying her is crazy, right? Because Momoko is a nuisance. Don't you remember what I did to her earlier? What did I call Momoko on my phone? Then she came to the forest and hit Momoko's head with a shovel. I hit her hard from behind. That's right, I hit Momoko, the one who was in the way, over and over again. Momoko didn't even scream, she didn't resist, she just kept being hit. That means Momoko is dead. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's not a lie. Momoko is dead, and I killed her. But isn't this nice? Because Momoko was a nuisance and the number one enemy of my beloved Shion Senpai. No, Momoko was a good friend of mine, a junior, and she adored me, not an enemy. My body won't listen. Even now I'm trying to bury Momoko in the ground. It's the enemy. No. Stop immediately. Stop these hands. My hands are trying to cover Momoko with earth once again. Stop it. Forcefully push the body to the ground. At the same time, throw the shovel as far away as I can. I heard a loud clang from behind me, as if it had hit a tree. Finally, I was able to overcome the other self inside me and stop its hand. But there was no point in stopping it now. Momoko. Momoko, hey Momoko. Even when I called out to her, Momoko, with so much dirt covering half her face, didn't move her body at all. She's not in a state where we can just treat her and save her. Momoko's already completely dead. The rain got stronger and stronger, the more intense. I was on the ground, unable to move. Why did I? The weight of regret robbed my body of the strength to stand up. She was in the way. Will my senior be happy? It's all wrong. Momoko is not a nuisance. She was a really important junior who always talked to me happily. Besides, even if Senpai hated Momoko, she wouldn't want me to kill her. If I think about it calmly, it's obvious, but I really had gone wrong. Momoko, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I killed her even though I knew that. The tears wouldn't stop, I just kept regretting it. Oh man, exhausted from crying, I finally sat up in the rainy forest. And then I started to think about what I should do from now on. Well, at least, you didn't leave any evidence behind? I immediately found the answer because that was the only thing to do. I'll turn myself in. Yeah, look where that got you. 3 routes in. I have to atone for my crime. Obviously, I committed murder. I should contact the police quickly. I took out the smartphone from my pocket and timidly entered the number. No, that's not it. The first thing I should do is carry Momoko's body to a place where it won't get wet. I approached Momoko and desperately pushed aside the soil. I buried her and digged up. What am I doing? Soon Momoko's face appeared. Ugh. I couldn't hold back the urge to vomit. Momoko didn't move at all, even though soil was in her mouth, ears, eyes. The more I dug, the more I felt Momoko's death. But still, this is all I could do now. I kept pushing aside the damp soil, feeling like I was about to vomit. After about 10 minutes, I was finally able to see her knees and pulled her arms with all my strength to get her above ground. I had no strength at all, and she felt so heavy. Momoko. Seeing Momoko again, tears started to flow again. No, this is no time to cry. Supporting Momoko with this right hand behind her knees and her left hand behind her back, I lift her up. Princess Carrie, it's like a romance novel. I'm so embarrassed. I'm sure if she was alive, she would have said that happily. But now I'll never hear her voice again. I made it so. I mustered my strength and unsteadily stood up. Come to think of it, what time is it now? I can't tell because of the cloudy sky. Maybe it's early morning. In the dim forest, I started walking slowly, step by step, without any intention. Anyway, let's get out of this forest and go back to the dorm. No, even if it's not the dorm, somewhere with a roof. Fukai assistant? Just as the trees started to thin out and the path came into view, I heard a voice calling my name from somewhere. The owner of that voice was in front of me. She was holding an umbrella, so I couldn't see her face. From the way of calling me and standing, I knew immediately who it was. Shion-senpai. It was my respected Kurosawa Shion-senpai. What's wrong? Going out this early in the morning without an umbrella? You're soaking wet. And what about Kirigaya-san? I couldn't properly organize what had happened up until now. All I could do was stand there in silence. It seems something's not right. For now, let's go somewhere we can get out of the rain. Follow me. Shion-senpai starts walking off somewhere, worrying about me behind her. I don't want to think about anything right now. I follow her and start walking unsteadily again. Damn, bruh. What the hell? Screecher. Come on, hurry up and go in. Senior guided me to a chapel in the corner of the school grounds. Come to think of it, I've been here once before with Aika's guidance, but this is the first time I've been inside. There were lots of wooden chairs lined up, and in the middle stood a big cross. It was like another world, like something out of a movie. Every morning I pray here after my walk. Isn't it a nice place? Well, you should stay here. I'll bring a towel from my room right now. But before that, should I call an ambulance? Somebody was looking at Momoko again in the bright room. She would have known right away what had happened to Momoko. Anyway, I'll bring a towel first, so wait for me. Senpai being so kind to me, it just hurt my heart. I couldn't bear it. And so I decided to tell Senpai clearly about the sin I'd committed. I don't need a towel. Yeah? The police. Call the police right now. Arrest me. What are you suddenly saying? Of course I know something has happened, but first let's calm down and talk. I killed Momoko. Huh? Shion-senpai looks at me with a surprised expression on her face. Yeah, normally you think she had an accident or something. There's no way I'd ever think that a junior would commit murder. I continued speaking with a trembling voice. I'm the one who killed Kirigaya, Momoko. I called out to her to the forest and hit her from behind with a shovel. over and over again. I killed her. Please, hurry up and catch me. But I don't get it. Why would you have to kill Kirigaya-san? You are very close to her, so why? I wondered if I should keep quiet about what happened next. I didn't want to seem like I was making excuses to make my guilt lessen even a little. But I just wanted to tell you everything honestly, so I blurted it out. Shion, for your sake. For me? Shion-senpai, you hate Momoko because she's always getting in our way. So if I kill Momoko, I'm sure you'll be happy. Really, what's wrong? Momoko isn't a nuisance. If I think about it calmly, I can see it right away. I just want to see Shion-senpai. You're happy. I want you to praise me as a good junior, but I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry. My head was a mess, and I was crying again. I regret having killed Momoko, and the pain of being hated by Shion-senpai must have made me do it. She must despise me. She'll never speak to me. I didn't want to see her face. I bowed my head and just cried. I continued to cry in silence. Assistant Fukai. After a while, Shion-senpai slowly speaks. You're the worst kind of person. I never want to see your face again. Turn yourself into the police right now and never show yourself in front of me again. Preparing for those words, I closed my eyes tightly. Thank you. What? As soon as I raised my head, my hands stopped shaking as they were wrapped in Shion-senpai's hands. First of all, I'd like to express my gratitude to you. Why? I agree. I'm sorry that Kirigaya-san died. But it's all because of your love, wanting to make me happy. Love. That's right. You loved me so much that you didn't hesitate to commit murder. That's why I thanked you. Don't you hate me? Hate you? What are you talking about? There's no way I could hate a precious junior who loves me. The soft, mature smile she gave me was exactly the same as before. All the tension in my body was gone, and I lose all my strength. Even though I killed Momoko, I couldn't resist the relief of those words. Senpai, I need to thank you for your love. Senpai Shion slowly stood up and picked up Momoko's body just like I did before, then headed towards the door. Well, you don't have to worry about anything. Leave it to me. I want to spend more time with you at school, you know. With those words, Shion left the chapel without an umbrella. I was alone, collapsing on the spot. Leave it to her? I wonder what Shion-senpai's planning to do with Momoko's body. I knew I had to think about Momoko, about my future, but I gave up. I'm tired and my mind isn't working properly. Let's go home. I staggered to my feet. I noticed Senpai's umbrella at my feet. I was already soaking wet, but I think she left it for me, so I'll use it. I opened the door and looked up at the sky. The rain wasn't getting weaker. It was getting stronger. It was getting harder. So she reburied the body again, I guess. Many of my classmates are walking down the hallway. It's a normal thing to do. But maybe it's been a month since I've seen them, so it feels fresh. A student from my class came running up to me. Oh, Fukai, you okay? It was a bit of a disaster for you to catch a cold. I am feeling better now. Even though he was worried about me, I couldn't even smile politely and just replied bluntly. The day after the festival was the first day of the second semester, however. Maybe because I have been out in the rain for so long, the moment I got back to my dorm room I collapsed and lost consciousness. When I woke up, it was already evening. The faces of Nagami and Aika, who had apparently sneaked into the boys' dorm, were right in front of me. 39.5 degrees, that's a terrible fever. You're one of the unlucky ones. Aikun, we'll take care of it. If there's anything you want us to do, don't hesitate to ask. They changed my towels, made me porridge, and looked after me kindly. But I'm not the right kind of person to have something like that done to me. Because I killed someone, my precious junior. If only I could honestly say that. I thought about it over and over again as I stared at the ceiling. In the end, I couldn't say it because I thought that if I did, next time I would have to part ways with everyone. I'd never be able to see Nagami, Aika, and Shion-senpai again. Just thinking about it made me cry. Something I'll definitely have to face my sins, so just for now, please forgive me. I was apologizing to Momoko over and over in my head, and before I knew it, my fever had gone down and my health was back to normal. And today, September 3rd, I went to school for the first time in a long time. Everyone had already finished reminiscing about their summer vacation, and the atmosphere in the classroom was the same as in the first semester. I entered through the back door and slowly sat down in my seat. Aisuke, you still look pale. Nagami had arrived at school earlier, spoke from the seat next to me. You're always flirting with all sorts of girls, so I guess this is what you got. You should be more careful about your daily behavior from now on. Maybe. Nagami looked at me curiously because I was reacting differently than usual, and then I buried my face in my arms. I wonder what's going on in Momoko's class. Maybe there are rumors about her going missing or something. I think I was unconsciously sending Momoko messages. If the police come and find Momoko's phone, they'll immediately find out that I was the last person she saw. I guess I'm destined to get caught after all. Thinking about this, I suddenly take out my smartphone. Then I launch the messaging app and check the last words I sent to Momoko. Momoko's name is missing. Was it a misunderstanding that I sent the message? No, but otherwise, there's no way Momoko would have come to, I can't read that part. Let's see the backlog. Momoko would have come to that forest. There you go. Looking more closely, I found an account that I sent a message that sounded like Momoko saying, "Okay, I'll be right there away." I'll be right there. Yeah. However, that account had been unsubscribed, so I couldn't send any more messages. The account had disappeared? Why? Did the smartphone break when I buried Momoko's body? It's true that it could have been broken by rain or dirt, but the smartphones these days break that easily? I wonder. I don't know, but my heart is unsettled. Speaking of which, what happened to Momoko's body after that? Suddenly, the door behind me near my side slammed open. I could hear a commotion from the hallway. Why? Because there stood Kurosawa Shion-senpai with a big smile on her face that you don't usually see. Shion-senpai. Hi, Assistant Fukai. I'm relieved to hear you're feeling better. Before I could speak, she let out a loud, bright voice. Is it Shion-senpai? But it is definitely Shion-senpai, though her attitude is so different from usual that I can't help thinking that. Shion-senpai came straight up to me and then held my hand. I'm sorry I couldn't come visit you. I've been busy with a lot of things, and I couldn't find the time. I haven't been able to see you for the past few days. I've been really lonely. Starting today, let's enjoy school life together again. The noise around us is getting louder than before. Nagami, who was sitting next to me, seemed surprised by Shion-senpai's behavior. Well, What's wrong? You're not like usual, I mean. Really? I thought I was acting like usual. See? I thought so. While holding my hand this time, she brings her face close to my ear. Maybe it's because I've met someone special like you. Someone special? Is that me? Could that be? Yeah, you idiot. You just said that in front of your face. The moment I try to think about it, the bell rings to signal the start of the homeroom. Oh, what a shame. It's time already. Then Assistant Fukai, study hard. I hope you'll do your best. As soon as we heard the bell, Shion-senpai sashayed. Went out of the classroom. I don't know. I can't read. Leaving me and the other students stunned by the student council president's behavior. So, Aisuke, what happened to her? Of course, I didn't know what was going on either, so all I could do was shake my head. Or shrug your shoulders. Hi, Assistant Fukai. How was the lesson earlier? Ah, yeah. If we put the initials together like this, it'll be easy to remember, okay? What the hell? Why does he keep transitioning to the same classroom over and over again? Good job on PE. I bought a sponsor drinks for you. Come on, drink it quickly. Yep, we're doing PE inside the classroom. What, is that all you have for lunch? You need to eat something more nutritious. Here, let me share some of my side dishes with you. What is this all about? Shion-senpai comes to the classroom during breaks and just chats with me about trivial things, then leaves as soon as it's over. Shion-senpai's behavior is clearly different from the first semester and from when we met in the chapel just the other day. But no matter how many times I ask her, she will only reply, I'm just like usual. And then it was finally after school. I'd seen Shion-senpai so many times, but today was student council day, so I'd meet Shion-senpai here again. But it's good. About Shion-senpai's attitude, about Momoko's corpse. There's so much I want to ask. I have to check properly. Shion-senpai. What the hell? That scared me. The sudden popping sound made me stumble and down my butt. A little later, a long rectangular piece of paper fell on my face. Party popper? When I looked up, Shion-senpai was standing at the entrance to the student council room, with the same big smile as before and a bunch of poppers in her hands. Hey, are you surprised? This is the first time I've bought something like this, but it comes out pretty fast. Shion-senpai, what are you doing? Here, come in quickly. She takes my hand, still unable to comprehend the situation, and makes me sit on the chair in the student council room. The smell of tea fills the air inside the student council room, and on the desk there are big, round shortcakes and lots of snacks. Why? What's going on? It's like something good is happening, or maybe they're having a party. But Senpai just cuts the cake with a smile on her face and doesn't say anything about why. What is this? What do you mean, this? No, why are you preparing such a big cake and poppers? You're surprisingly mean. Mean? I guess so. You know exactly what's going on, but you pretend not to know. Not pretending or anything. I really don't know. What are you talking about? I see. So you want me to put it into words properly. You're greedy, Assistant Fukai. Well, as your senior, I have to grant your request. When I say that, just like in the morning, she puts her face right next to my ear. Hey, Senpai. Since we're alone, I can say it without hesitation. My precious lover. Huh? Lover? Who? Senpai and me? What weird thing are you saying, Senpai and... We're lovers, Assistant Fukai. No, from now on, instead of calling you that formal way, and you could just call you Eisuke. No, I don't get it at all. Senpai hasn't confessed to me or anything. Of course not, because you were the one who showed your feelings of love. Eh? I told you that day that you killed Kirigaya-san. Hearing the word killed made me realize that it was real after all, and it made my heart ache, but... What exactly did you mean? Wolf, are you still pretending not to understand? I guess I have no choice. I'll tell you again properly. I killed Kirigaya-san all. It was because of your love. You love me. Come to think of it, I think Shion-senpai said something like that. Right, I was so relieved that Shion-senpai didn't hate me even after she found out that I had killed Momoko. But I didn't have any romantic feelings for Shion-senpai like that, she said. God damn it, this music. It's like, hey, it's fine. We just killed the guy. It's fine. Let's have this lovey-dovey moment. Sure, Shion-senpai is beautiful and perfect in both studies and sports. I think she's really attractive. That's why I'm not a match for her, and I've never imagined going out with her. Besides, I've killed someone. I have no right to go out with Shion-senpai. But then again, a lot of women would send love letters to literal serial killers or murderers, so it's not that far off. Senpai, I can't be her. What do you mean, can't? Because I'm not the kind of person who can be with you. You don't need to worry about that at all. From now on, I'll carefully make you the right boyfriend for me. Before I could ask, Shion-senpai had already taken out my notebook and textbooks from my bag and lined them up on the desk. Let's review today's lesson. Shall we start now? Now? It's not like I didn't write, but I didn't think she'd say she'd start studying when there were sweets and tea, and it felt like a party and was about to start. Yes, I was worried about the problem you got wrong when you went there during the break earlier. If you get such easy problems wrong, you're not worthy of being my lover. So today, until I can solve them perfectly, I'm going to teach you thoroughly. When I saw the smile on my senpai's face, I got chills and my body started shivering. Was there something strange? But even after looking over it carefully, there was nothing particularly different from before. Come on, let's quickly review the questions you got wrong. The cake we went to so much trouble to buy will go bad. I still have a lot of questions, but maybe because of the chill I felt earlier. I did as I was told and started doing the questions for today's lesson again. While I was solving the problem, Shion-senpai just stared at me in silence. Again, for some reason, it was so scary to be stared at. Wrong. Then suddenly pointing at the letters I had written, Senpai spoke in a clear, cold voice. You made the same mistake just now. Why do you make mistakes in such simple questions so many times? Sorry. Do it again. Come on, hurry up. Until just now, she was so excited and seemed to be having fun, but now she's the complete opposite. Anyway, she's staring at me with such a straight face, it's scary. I'm so scared my right hand, which is writing the letters, is shaken. For a moment, I thought I had misheard, so I tried to look at Shion-senpai's face. Yikes. Thrust? Ouch. But before that, the pain suddenly runs through my left arm. My body almost jumps. Don't do that, body. You're not making this any better. I turn my eyes to my left hand. At first, I can't comprehend the situation at all, but gradually my brain starts to understand. A mechanical pencil is stuck straight into my left wrist. Holy shit. And the person holding it is Shion-senpai sitting next to me. Senpai, what are you doing? It hurts. My left hand isn't made of paper, you silly. Shion-senpai pushes the mechanical pencil even deeper, as if trying to penetrate. Yeah, it hurts. Stop. Hey, Asuke, why do you keep making the same mistake? I told you, it was an easy question. I said you want to become someone worthy of me and become a great couple. So why are you having trouble with even this question? You're really annoying me. Push. Rather than stopping, Shion-senpai violently moved. The mechanical pencil continued to inflict pain on me. Sorry, I pushed. I'm sorry. Next time, I'll do it properly. Instantly, I apologized to my senpai. It was because I wanted to escape from the unexpected pain as soon as possible. Hearing those words, senpai gradually relaxed her grip, and then finally the mechanical pencil was removed from my left arm. There was no blood. Instead, the part where the mechanical pencil had been stuck in had turned a little black. Oh crap, don't tell me that when the graphite was left inside the arm. I see, that's good. Then could you do it again? I'm sure you can do it. Shion-senpai smiles kindly at me again and says, something's obviously wrong. She's different from the Shion-senpai I've known up until now. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the tip of a mechanical pencil. My shaking gets stronger. Crunchy, crunchy. Yeah, thrust. Yeah. Crunch, crunch. Thrust. Yeah. Curry. What's up with curry? Yeah. It was already pitch black outside, and in the student council room, the only ones left were me, suffering, and my senior staring at me with a straight face. Since then, whenever I got a question wrong, she would stab me with her mechanical pencil again and again. God damn. Before I knew it, my left arm was covered in red, swollen skin like charcoal. Holy crap. But even so, I couldn't run away, so I just trembled as I solved the problems. I don't know if I could help but feel like if I ran away now, I'd end up in something even more terrifying than this. Yeah, kinda makes sense, especially since he did kill Momoko and all that, so he's really not all there. Basic common sense is thrown out the window, because the main character just punched her in the face and all that, but he can't, he's all messed up. And then finally, it's done. Starting with math, I finished reviewing all the lessons we did today. Shion-senpai's hand reaches out to me and my trembling gets worse. Just when I thought she was going to hit me this time, her hand grabbed my shoulder and pulled me closer to her body. Foo-foo, good work, you really worked hard until late. Senpai's smile returned to the gentle one she had this morning and she hugged me lightly. That must have hurt a lot, right? But I did it so that you would be worthy of me. Please forgive me. Okay, let's eat the cake. It's okay, I've got permission to stay at school late. Senpai Shion cuts the completely warm cake in the center of the desk with a fork and takes a bite and brings it to my mouth. Here, open your mouth. The short cake that's been sitting in the desk for a while now, I really didn't feel like eating it. Yeah, but I feel a lot of pain on my left arm though. Hurry up. But just hearing that cold voice, I put the cake in my mouth as Shion-senpai said. The taste of the lukewarm cream almost made me throw up, but I somehow managed to keep chewing. A lot had happened, but now I'm finally free from the strange senpai. Well then, let's do our best again tomorrow. Huh? Today's supposed to be a day off for the student council. What are you wondering about? Starting today, the student council will have activities every day. Oh, that's right. I'll send you another message when I get back to my room. You'll have to make sure to reply within 30 seconds. And then I'll come and see you again tomorrow during break time. We should be together for even 1 second longer. Why would you do that? It's because you love me. Tight. Ah. Shion-senpai gripped my left arm, which still felt the pain from earlier. That's why I'm giving you so much guidance, right? You said you wanted to be with me, so I did handle Kiragaya's corpse. What did you exactly? Well, don't worry about the details. Anyway, I made it so that you could continue to live a peaceful and enjoyable school life with me. You are happy, right? What's your answer? Squeezing? Yeah. Her face was definitely smiling, but her eyes were a dull pitch black color, as if they had been painted over and over again. But all I could do was reply in a husky voice. Yes. The corners of her mouth turned up even more. As soon as I opened the door and entered my dorm, I relaxed my whole body and collapsed onto the bed. Asuka, you've been tired every day for the past 2 weeks. Couldn't even reply to Nagami's words, so I just kept breathing for a while. Ever since the first day of school in the new semester, I've met Shion-senpai many times a day. She came over during every break, and we had trivial conversations, and after school we studied in the student council room until 9 p.m. and then... My phone vibrates when I reflexively unlock the screen. Are you back to the dorms yet? As soon as I read the message, I type and send it. I'm back already. I see. I'm glad you replied so quickly. I hope tomorrow will be a fun day. If I don't reply within 30 seconds, Shion-senpai will call me. I know all too well that she'll lecture me until 3 a.m. and tell me at length how much she wants me to improve. I wonder if this is the end for today. Sometimes I get messages suddenly in the middle of the night. Jeez, can't even get a good night's sleep. Well, what will happen if I don't answer the phone? My discolored left arm hurts from the pain I feel every time I get a question wrong. Just thinking about it scares me. Your body got traumatized. This isn't a lover. I've become a puppet that does exactly what Shion-senpai tells me to do. Aisuke, isn't it better if we get away from that person? That person's attitude has been a little strange lately. Your dark circles under your eyes have gotten a lot worse. If you keep going like this, you'll ruin your body. Yeah, you should see my left arm, man. I know that it's better to get away from Shion-senpai as soon as possible, but this is probably my punishment because I killed Momoko. Compared to Momoko's pain at that time, the pain I'm suffering is nothing. Punishment, huh? Yes, I haven't been punished yet. I haven't contacted the police yet. Only Shion-senpai knows that I killed Momoko. If I contact the police, I can avoid Shion-senpai's guidance and I can be punished properly according to the law. I'm sure it's the right thing to do, but I hear the sound of feet stepping on the carpet. I turn my face, which was buried in the pillow, to the side a little. And the guy me standing there with a worried look on his face. Hey, you really should do something about it. I'll help you. If Nagami Aika found out I was a murderer, what would they think? They would probably hate me. No, they might reject me and we might never see each other again. I see. What I'm most scared of is being hated by Nagami and Aika. Nagami used to mess around with me, but now he's worried about my health and worries about me every day. Aika is also the same. I really should atone for my sins, but it's hard to leave these two kind friends I made at school. Momoko was supposed to be there too, but because of me. Well, never mind, but anyway, you'd better be careful of that person. There are some bad rumors about her. Bad rumors. Now that I think about it, I think Momoko said something in the spring, but in the end I never found out what it was. Yeah, I also heard it recently from someone who went to the same middle school as Shion-senpai. She was dating a junior boy in middle school too, like you. Senpai had experienced dating. I never heard about it when we were together. That student was also followed around by the senior all day, and sometimes she was violent. It was so bad it couldn't be compared to what you are now. It couldn't be compared? I don't know what exactly she did to him, but his whole body was covered in bruises, red and swollen. Sometimes he was bleeding. It seemed like this continued every day. Whole body, but I've only been attacked on my left arm. But it's gradually escalating. Does that mean I'll end up just like that person? He probably suffered a lot of terrible things too because well, he apparently committed suicide. Once again, my phone vibrates. I quickly unlock it again. No matter how hard it is, let's do our best for the sake of our love. Yikes. That's why I'm relieved that you're doing well in your studies lately. Yeah. Are you really listening to me? Because I'm your best girlfriend and I'm the one who's making an effort to come to your classroom. Yeah. During the break in the second period, Shion-senpai comes to my classroom every time class is over and continues to have trivial conversations, but I barely hear what she's saying. Suicide. I wonder what that student who was dating her before had been treated. Right now I'm spending most of the day with her and getting stabbed with a pen every time I get a question wrong. Holy shit. Oh fuck. Sorry if I was after it here because I have to prepare for work now. Where can I say? Here. So this is Syutyaku Gakuen or Obsessive Academy. If you want to try the game for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. God, this game is so fucking hilarious. So many things happening. Holy crap. I never would have thunk this, that we'd go in this route, in this way. Like, she's so crazy that she's just physically abusing the main character, even though he does deserve it since he murdered a person. But holy crap, this is just torture beyond belief. Holy crap.